All right, it is time to take down the M cursor here, dark mode, and 3-star. I'm excited for today's guide. I hope you are as well. As a free-to-play player, it is finally time for us to move forward. With that, thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you and would love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. All right, time for M cursor. We've got a few different upgrades here finally for this one. And additionally, my friends, this one, when it first came out, was an absolute pain. Like I said, we've got a few more things like Beascuits. We're going to break it all down for you here today with our 4 T's, as we always do. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed. Now, all that information is down below for you in the timestamps as well as the description. All right, let's get into it here for the M cursor. So first and foremost, a couple things here. We got effects, and these effects are a pain, and we'll cover it all together here in a little bit. So first, we have data copy. Whenever certain enemies use specific skills or get hit, your cookies will gain error points. Once error points are fully stacked, you will gain glitch status. When the glitch status wears off or is dispelled and there is a monster nearby, it creates an enemy clone. We also have data corruption here. Whenever certain enemies use specific skills or get hit, your cookies will gain error points. Once error points are fully stacked, you will gain glitch status. Once the glitch status wears off or is dispelled, the cookie will receive corruption status. This status permanently reduces max HP periodically for the duration of the skill, my friends. So that is kind of a pain, and we're going to come back and talk about this here in a second when we combo it with the boss here. So we also have these effects: healing decreased, we have HP shield capacity decreased, enemies debuff resist increased as well. Now, the nice thing is we have no waves that we hit before we get to this boss. However, this boss has a lot to it. First and foremost, about 500,000 in terms of power, which is pretty good. Attack at about 500,000 as well. HP at 2.5. Defense at 775k. If you look at our team versus this team here, 2.5 million in terms of that power level as well. We have click, deals damage to the nearest target and increases number of error stacks. That's a pain. Double click, deals damage to the nearest random target, stuns them, and increases the number of error stacks. Second pain. In use, deals damage to all targets, applying silence and anti-gravity. So we got 2 random things. Then additionally here, we have delete. D summons a trash can that devours the target in front of it. So a couple things about this. It says target in front of it. So key thing is it doesn't target cookies first. So some of the things that we've tried before, jungle status, all those kinds of things. Zoo, as we like to say in terms of strategies. We'll come back to that here in a second when we talk about our team. We also have display pointer trails, deals damage to all targets and applies paralysis. Error message, passive, gains a hit shield for using skills and certain number of times. There's a lot of things that disable you here and here. That is kind of the main piece that I was talking about. Like, lots of interruption, lots of things that's going to slow you down is a huge pain. Then additionally, that devour is awful. And then all these stuns and some of the randomness. So if at first you don't succeed, try again, my friends, as we like to say. So what does that leave us with? It leaves us with this. That is right. So let's break down this particular team here for you here today. So couple things. First and foremost, we're running Rebel because Rebel is great in the front. We get a little bit of that jungle strategy like I was talking about. If they get one of the summoned units, they're going to take that instead of Rebel Cookie. On top of that, we get the multi-hits here. Really good from that perspective. Then additionally, we got multi-hits from Crème Brûlée and Golden Cheese. Crème Brûlée deals a ton of damage. It is very key to this team. Golden Cheese also still does a lot of great damage. And then, my friends, we're running a double heal strategy. We're running this because of the fact that the AoE effect from M cursor, lots of disablement, those kinds of things can make a huge difference for just trying to survive. So that is what we're doing. We'll give you some swaps here after we go through our run, as always, as some ideas for you depending on what you have and things that you can consider. Cream Puff, again, mainly focused on big heals, some of the buffs. And then Mystic Flower here, what's nice is going to give us essentially 2 levels of life and healing because of apathy and all that stuff. And then additionally, we're going to get Rebel Cookie's little shield, which can make a big difference for you as well. So really 3 layers deep in terms of health of this particular team. Now, in terms of our treasures here, we do have attack and cooldown kind of as our main focus. And then again, here we get a little bit of crit with Dream Conductor's Whistles. A couple options here for you. You could go with speed with Library's Enchanted Robes. You could go over here to Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch. Additionally, if you wanted some more defense, survivability, Disciple's Magic Scroll here, or crit, as a different example, or maybe even some other heals, Explorer's Monocles, those kinds of things, debuffs, plus defense. So things to think about there, depending on what makes sense for you. Now, when it comes to our gear, a couple things here when it comes to our gear. So that's toppings and Beascuits. We always recommend Radiant and Resonant when it makes sense. And then additionally for our Beascuits, kind of Resolute Tainted, anything that's more cookie focused or specific type as well. We got all of our guides here on the channel for you. I encourage you to check those out. And then additionally our playlist in the description for you. Now, generally Beascuits are going to be legendary. We're going to want them to at least level 20. We got some other tips and tricks here on the channel that you can check out. Obviously, the more the better. And then in terms of that Beascuit here as well, 3 or 4. Now, as a free-to-play player like myself, I know that can be a challenge, my friends. Just stay at it. It takes time. All right, so a couple things here. We are going to go with defense. Yes, first and foremost, you can always go on cooldown, something else. We'll try this one first because that is how I got by. In terms of our Beascuit here, we do have our special tip right there. I'm going to leave it there for you. And then additionally, we got damage resist, 3 out of 4. Not bad. Room to grow. Here we also on Golden Cheese have room to grow. We're at level 20. We got cooldown there as well. And then in terms of our lovely Crème Brûlée, we're actually only at level 20. We got 2 here, room to grow. This one though, for Mystic Flower, is pretty good. We do have level 30 here. And then additionally cooldown, which is key. And then a lot of other pieces. And then our lovely Cream Puff, we are on crit. And then level 30 as well, and then 3 of them. So again, some better things that we can do here, but for now, not bad at all. And there's a quick refresh for you. So damage resist, attack, cooldown, and crit. All right, so that, my friends, is the tactics. That is the team. Those are the treasures and the toppings in order to succeed here. All right, let's go for a run as we always do, and we'll come back to some of those swaps, like I said, so stay tuned. Oh my gosh, we've glitched out. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's been a while since we've done this. All right, there we go. We also got swag and merch available to you. Here we go. Watch it go. Already halfway through. Look at that, my friends. That is so much. Now, a couple key things here we'll come back to and discuss in a minute. As we get to the end, if you caught that there, Golden Cheese survivability is going to be key here. Uh-oh, lots of disablement. Lots of it. Come on. There it is. Boom. So you may want to rewatch that just because there is a lot going on. It took me a lot of tweaking on this. And I say that for a couple of reasons. Because M Cursor can do so much burst damage, disablement, it can be a huge problem. What you notice there with Golden Cheese is the fact that it drains Golden Cheese first because it focuses on some of those attack cookies. That rebirth there makes a huge difference in the revive. So that is absolutely key to this strategy, particularly for me as a free-to-play player, in order to get by. So let's go ahead and talk about this once again, and some of the key pieces, because it does make a difference, like I said. So first and foremost, again, this thing's got a lot of burst damage. It's got a lot of lockdown. It's got a lot of interruption. This particular team is well built to get you around those pieces, as you can see here today. It was purposeful in terms of Golden Cheese and getting taken down. It's going to be really hard as a free-to-play player unless you got a ton of ascended cookies, tons of promoted cookies, in order to survive some of that damage. And then additionally, obviously, we did have a little bit of a lighter Beascuit on that cookie, so you can make that cookie a little bit better. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about some of the swaps. In terms of some considerations, Milky Way could be something just because of the multi-hits. Additionally here, Stormbringer, as an example, can do a lot of multi-hits and deal a ton of damage. In terms of Mystic Flower, in case you don't have that one, a second healer, something like PV might actually be work out very well here. As an example, you could also maybe consider White Lily as some additional damage, those kinds of things. But really running that double healer strategy, Parfait's great, Rockstar's great. Depending on what you're doing, those are some good ideas. Again, the big thing is really that you're going to get golden cheese dropped, but if you go with that Beascuit, maybe that's going to offset those things and make it happen for you. So it's really about one upfront multi-hitter, kind of, again, with Rebel Cookie, some of that splitting out. You can maybe even try cotton like that. Some of the older videos that I've produced, you can check those out too for other ideas. So wanted to leave you with that, my friends. And on top of that, conclude today's episode here as we took down the boss, M Cursor here, dark mode, 1820, 3-star. I'm super excited about this because we've got it here for you today. And with that, thank you for tuning in. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I love to hear from you as always, and would love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. We got a lot of great active folks there, always doing lots of great feedback and information for you too. And with that, once again, thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your likes and your subs. And as we grow this amazing community, don't forget, as always, thank you to all of our members. I appreciate that support. We do have memberships available to you, along with our affiliate links and a swag and merch store, my friends. You can check it out here on the description and in the channel. We also have our socials, at me, chat me, stay connected, my friends. To close this all out, it is M Cursor. The boss is done here for you. This one can be a tricky one. And again, with that lovely golden cheese revival, and maybe you even want to use that in your treasure. Don't forget that. That's my other last parting gift and tip and trick for you for today's video. With that, M Cursor is now yours. We'll see you again soon, and keep on running, my folks. Take care.